Well, hello everyone. This is Budget Life with Paula, and I want to say hi, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to sit down and take a look at the month of October. If you're new here, my channel is all about budgeting. It's all about all things budgeting actually, and a little bit of family talk and catching up with you all. But today, we're just gonna dive right into October. When I'm filming this video, it is October 1st, so it's Sunday, October 1st. Hopefully you guys will get to see it the first week of October. We'll see how things go and how my schedule is, but I at least wanted to start the month off right, and let's just take a look at it. We're gonna do a lot of, I'm gonna do a lot of writing. I may do some erasing. I've got my calculator here. I've got me something to drink. So if you're interested in walking through my budget for the month of October, please do so. If you're not new here, I want to say, hey y'all, thank you for checking in on me today. So let's get started, okay? Alrighty. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. Just FYI, little heads up, my son is playing his VR. I'm going to try to get it as quiet as possible when I edit, but if you hear some extra noise, it's him playing in the background. So this is the way that I'm going to do my budget. Actually, I've been using this worksheet, or it's actually a spreadsheet, Google spreadsheet, for about 2 months now, and I really like it because it's tailored exactly to my budget, just to me. So I fill in the stuff and I've got it calculated. You guys seen me use this when I close out my month, but this is what I'm going to do looking into the month, like budgeting for the whole month. Okay, so we're just going to write it on down. Things that you won't see here, please excuse my nails. I've got it in my budget this month to get my nails done, so just have to excuse all the chips and stuff. But what you won't see on this chart is my tithe giving, any additional household things that I plan to do here at the house, and then my down payment for my new house purchase. Okay, so there are some things that have been added, and like I said, it's tailored to me every month. So some things you'll see this month that you won't see in the month of November. Okay, so after all of those 3 deductions, I am looking at working with, I get a total of 3 incomes, and these incomes do not include Etsy. Etsy is extra income that I don't really budget for, so I wait till it hits my account and then I budget for it when it gets here, so I don't know exactly how much I'm dealing with. Let me get something to drink, guys. Okay, I'm gonna sit it right there, and I can slide this over, and hopefully you guys can see my calculator. If not, maybe I'll put it right here. All right, so we're gonna do first is total up all 3 incomes. So it's 310, 2373, 1131. It looks like we're looking at 3814 after those deductions that I said will not be listed here. Okay, 3814. I will need my cheat sheet. Pretty much I know the amounts for my bills. Most of my bills don't change. Although I will say I got to notice that Disney Plus, I don't know if you guys pay monthly or annually. I'm going to try maybe in the month of 2024 next year to try to start saving up for an annual payment for Disney Plus. They've gone up, not by much for me. I think maybe $2 or $3 a month, which I can definitely adjust my budget for that. I normally plan $386 for Sprint. That's for all of the devices, me and the kiddos, and our our data plan that we have. It works for us, so we'll leave it at $386. Health, this is dental and medical. That's normally $262. Truck insurance, I do a little bit over, so it's $140. For the month of October, I believe I am going to be doing or taking out for my P.O. Box 63. Let's see, 30 there. Yeah, 63. I have my little list on the side to help me. 280. I did cut back. That's for Capital One bill monthly, which has my memberships and subscriptions. I did cancel some of those, but I'm going to leave it at 280. Any extra would just be extra credit. I will say, just as a heads up, you guys, I do have a remaining balance on my Capital One card that I am working on getting that paid off by December. It's not much, but I want to go down and pay that off. So Disney Plus, I've budgeted for 25. My truck registration and inspection will be done early part of this month. And that is going to be $440. So now let's add up these things, these bills. We got 386, 262, 140, 63, 280, 25, and 440, 1596, 1596 as a total. Okay, gas for the month. Gas for the month. I'm looking at $430. And the reason why it's not like a solid even number is because most of this gas will be coming out of incomes 2 and 3. So yeah, just want to give you that heads up. Like, why $430? That's weird. But that is just how it comes out. $400 for food. I'm cutting it back to $400. Normally it's between $500 and $600. However, we've been stocking up on meats and pantry. And you'll see that listed in our variables in just a little bit. So our groceries, I'm cutting it back. So I'm cutting that back. Household, that is all non-food items. So any tissues, paper towels. I'm looking at my paycheck budget. I need to do some math over here to the side. Plus 80. So we're looking at 230. I'm actually stocking up on some household items starting in the month of October. So that's why we're doing 230. That's a little bit higher than what I normally do a month. So Lauren, and it'll be the same for all the kids. That's 5. Looks like about 15. We're just going to budget low with 15. Normally they get between 20 and 25, but we're going to budget 15 this month, and we'll see when my actual comes, we'll see how that happens. I'm going to include Caleb's haircut this month, so that is 45 for the month. My row, I hope you guys can continue to see this. My money will include me getting my nails done. So that's there. 55. Mama gets a little bit extra. The pantry stock will get 20, and so will meat stock. So let's add up our variable expenses for 30, 400, not 4, but 230, 15 and 15 and 45 and 55 and 40. I just combined that. That's 1230. I combined pantry and meat. That's why I said 40. So that's 1230. All right, moving right along. I may have to zoom out some so you guys can see the bottom sheet. So our sinking funds. I've categorized it. I'm starting in the month of October. I've categorized and made some binders that'll carry me into next year. So this is a little bit new, a little bit different. So my coming soon binder, upcoming, I want to say events, but I know events are here. But upcoming things that need to be taken care of will be in this binder, like taxes, truck registration for next year, things like that. So let's see really quick. I'm gonna have to use this calculator to add up it. And then we've got 70. That's 124 for the month I am budgeting for. Holidays and events binder. Holidays and events binder, 24. Another 24. And 35. 83. My long-term binder, 24. Another 24. Wait, that's not right. Was that right? 24 plus 24? There you go. 24, 24, and then 35. Wait. I'm sorry. Long term, I was looking at holidays. Long term, 20, 25, and 81. Instead of, I will say, instead of using like sinking funds with and then listing every category, I placed them in binders. So I just wanted to say that you guys will see that coming up soon when I get ready to do the cash stuffing, because I've decided for the remainder of the year not to do a paycheck budget video. Although what I am looking at here is my my sheets over here are my paycheck budget breakdown. I just chose for the remainder of the year, let me not do those videos. I may start them back up in the new year, but we'll just keep it like this throughout the remainder of the year. So Lauren's senior year binder, which will also include, I will let you all know, it will also include me buying things to get her ready for college. So that looks like that's going to get $30 for that. Okay. So now let's just, I don't know, I have so many pages. Let's just get these pages out. I did prep you guys, right, and tell you guys it's going to be a little longer video, so. Okay. Let's add this up. Let's add up our sinking funds. We've got 124, 83, 126, and 30. Looks like 360 is coming. 363 will be for sinking funds. All right. Savings and monthly additions. Savings and monthly additions is this category. Buffer in the bank. I like to have a little bit of money just in the bank in case I need to use my bank card. And that's going to get about 50, it looks like. Extra cash, savings in an envelope. I don't usually have a whole lot, and it doesn't look like I'm doing anything this month. I'm not going to budget anything right now for that. Because every category, what I'm really trying to focus on is every category having money in it. That way, I won't need this because the money will be placed in the right envelopes. I did add this row in to my savings list for you all to see. It's been there for a while, but I've not added it into the budget for you all to see. And that is kids' money going into the bank. That is going to be 105, which is, that's not weird, but I know. So it sounds weird because I've got 3 kids. 105. So that looks like that's going to be a total of 155 budgeted for savings and monthly additions. Okay, now this category is miscellaneous. This right here will change and fluctuate every month because, of course, there's not a birthday for our family every single month. But I am starting to save out. Oops, starting to save out in the month of October for Caleb's birthday, which is in November. So I've already budgeted out some money in the month of October for Caleb. I just got to find it on my papers. I think it's going to be there. I'm going to take out 200. And what this is, we as a family normally go out to eat. We celebrate going out to eat. They let us know where they want to go eat. So I plan for that. And then a birthday gift. So right now we're at 200. I may add a little bit more to that. Caleb's really easy. I kind of teased him a little bit the other day how I am super grateful because he's not one of those kids that's going to ask for something that he's not going to use or play with. So he's real practical at 10 years old. I'm so grateful. Well, he will be 10 in November. I'm so grateful for that because I know, like, my girls were younger, they like ask for stuff. I have one. They would ask for stuff and they'll play with it for a while. They play with it and then it's like, why you don't want to play with it, you know? So Caleb is not that kind of kid. My kiddos, KFC, which is their church group, they go out monthly to monthly outings. I normally I over budget for these events just in case. I don't want to send them away and they not have what they need. And it looks like I budgeted for 100. Okay, and then replacement money. This I decided, right? I've decided to add this into my, I hope you guys can see it. Let me zoom in just a smidgen. I put this into my budget because life does happen. I got to be realistic, and I'm really trying to work on being realistic and realizing that sometimes life does happen, even with savings and emergency funds, of which I don't want to touch. I may have to dip into like our sinking funds, you know, binders. And then I just make a note because I always want to be, replace that money back. I want to have integrity. I want to do what's right and honest with my money. So then I put here replacement money. And it looks like I actually budgeted out I budgeted $100 for that. I know that's pretty steep. I may not need to, but in case if I need to dip into anything in these sinking funds, I'll have it to be replaced. Now, what will I do with this $100 already budgeted out? If I do not need it, then it'll go into savings, either into sinking funds, which is a form of savings, or savings down at the bank, or house down payment savings. So it'll be saved as, saved somehow. And with that total being 400. Please know, if you are new to budgeting, please remember, always remember that you can make your budget your own. You can change your budget at any time. The point is looking at what comes in and what you're doing when it goes, like how is it going out? Or are you, assigning every dollar? So this is what works for me. And so, yeah, that's what works for me. I don't know why I put that on there because I need to look at the totals now. So the totals. So let's write down category totals. Totals for bills, $15.96. Variable spending or variable expenses is $12.30. Sinking funds, right here. Okay, $3.63. Saving and monthly additions, $155. Miscellaneous has $400. Let's add those up, shall we? Yes. $15.96, $12.30, $3.63. 155, 400. We've got 3744. Now, it looks like we are under budget, right? Let me go back and let's just do the numbers again. I would probably speed through this because I've got to check all the numbers, okay? That looks like that's the correct amount. So we're going to minus that from the 3814. It leaves us with a over. So I'm going to put a little plus. We have, bless you, we have $70 extra. I don't see how we did that. I'm going to take a moment now and check my paycheck sheets and make sure we did everything correctly, guys. And I will speed through this as well. Okay, guys, as you can see, I am over because I left out a couple of expenses that I need to place in here. And then we'll make the adjustments as we go. My budget, I'm not going to touch my 3814. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it in here to my replacement. I'm going to leave this 4014 to the side because $200 is missing. And where it is would be for Hallelujah Night. I want to always budget for getting the kids costumes for that. And then Caleb is tracked out in October, and I did not list that in my variables, of which I should have, or over here miscellaneous, because it's not doesn't happen monthly. So we're going to add an additional 200 here, which would make our budget be the 4014. So that's 300 here. And now our miscellaneous is budgeted for 600. Like I said, I'm not going to adjust my income total because that's really low, and we'll see how it turns out and what I actually get the end of the month. When I close out my October, I will let you guys know. I don't believe I'm going to be over $200 in the month of October. That is because with my company, with my job, I already know pretty much with my hours, because I get paid hourly, how much my take home will be for the month of October. Our pay periods it's weird. So my pay periods have already closed for my October pay. So with that in mind, I think this 3814 is super low. When I close it, I am going to make sure I take a look at the miscellaneous section and make sure that my budgeting and my actual balance is right. It may be that it's less than 300 because I don't think I'm going to spend $300 in this replacement plus Hallelujah Night plus trek out expenses. I do want to do some things during the day with Caleb, do some like a day road trip. So I want to budget out for that in the month of October. But I don't think I'm going to use a whole $300 just for that row. That's a little excessive. I think that's a bit much. So I think that's fine. I am going to put that we are over, technically, according to all of this, we're over $200. Yeah, we're over $200. Yeah, we're over $200. Let's just make sure about that. I want to say yeah, because I can look at it and tell. Because my calculations was 4014, but it was 3814 here. Correction, guys. I'm over by 130 because I'm over. I was under $70, but with the change, I'm now over 130 and not 200. This 600 is miscellaneous 600. Okay, so I think that is right. If you guys see something that I don't see, please, please, please let me know down in the comments. But I think everything now has added up correctly. It still looks like I'm over 130, but we will check back in at the end of October and we will see how much this is. Yeah. And I think that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for taking out the time to watch this video. I want to do videos like this because it holds myself accountable. I use these sheets. I use this budget to work out my paycheck budget breakdown. And then we come back and we take a look and see what happened actually at the end of the month. You guys, thank you so much for taking out the time to watch this video. I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day or night whenever you're watching. Bye-bye.